Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys are well, sound, and fine. So, let's jump into one more problem of how to approach out and problem sections, and then I guess we are good to move on into the next section. So, let's jump into this problem, that is question number 4. Write a Python function that takes a number as a parameter and check a number is prime or not. So we just have to create an function and check if that number is prime or not. Now what exactly is prime numbers for people who don't much of know about numbers or prime numbers? So let me break that for you guys. So numbers that are divisible by itself and 1. If it is divisible by any other number, then it is not a prime number. Let's look into some examples. Examples 2, then we have 3, we have 5, we have 7, then we have 11. So all of these numbers are prime numbers. Why? Because they are divisible by 1 and itself. That is 2 is divisible by 2 only, 3 is divisible by 3, 5 is divisible by 5, 11 is divisible by 11, and that's it. That's how it goes on. Now let's take an example of 10. 10 is not a prime number. Why? Because it is divisible by a lot of other numbers. That is, it is divisible by 2, it is divisible by 5. So it is not a prime number. A prime number is only divisible by itself. So let's start out. Let's write this as test prime and let's write the name as n, or let's take num. Num will be the number which I will be getting. So step 1, take out the number. So whatever the number is user giving out, by pass by reference we have the number over here, that is in num, and we are just going to check first of all if the number is 1 or not. The now prime number starts from 2. Okay, so first case will be if n is equal to 1, then let's just return false. Because a prime numbers always starts from 2 and it can end as long as you can, but it will always start from 2. So if it is 1, then it will just return false. Elif n equal to 2, if your number is 2, then we might just return true. These are two cases that you should be always following. If the number is 1, then it's a false statement, that is, it will just return me false, it's not a prime number. Then if your number is 2, then it will just return me back that yes, your number is prime. Now as for the last case, let's write it out. We will iterate through all the numbers, that is for, let's say, x in range, and we are going to take from 2 to n. Now why I am doing this? So let's take whatever num you are having. So I have the num 10. Okay, I'm gonna have the num 10. Over here the user has given 10 and I have to check if 10 is a prime number or not, right? So what exactly we are gonna do? We are gonna divide 10 by all the numbers that is less than or is between 2 to 10. Okay, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 till 9. We are going to divide 10 by all the numbers and check if the number is divisible by any of those number, then that is not a prime number, else it is a prime number. Okay. So if x if n modulus x is equal to 0, that is, if it is completely divisible, then it will return false. Will return false. Okay. Now if it isn't, then what it should be returning? Return true. That's it. That's exactly what we have to do. This block of code will do what our agenda is, that is test prime. Let's check for 10. Now somewhere it just went wrong. I have passed. Okay, over here it will be num. Again over here it will be num. Okay, so 10 is not a prime number. Let's check for 11. 11 is a prime number. Let's check for 17. 1117 is not a prime number. It must be divisible by some number. So 71. Okay, it is divisible by 3. Let's check for 119. 119 is also not a prime number. 120 is obviously not. 121, I guess we have a few, very few numbers after this. Okay, so all of these numbers are not prime, but let's take 19. 19 is a prime number. So you can just check out with all the test cases. You can just pass out 99. If 99 is again not a prime number, oops, test prime. So false. Now let's recap exactly what we are doing. So let's take our number. So let's take 19. We are taking 19 over here, that is pass by reference. By pass by reference, 19 is referenced in num, and then we are checking if num is equal to 1, it is returned false. So num is not equal to 1, it will not return false. Num is equal to 2, no it isn't. Then it will move into else block for x in range 2 to num. What is num? 19. So all the numbers between 2 till 18, okay, we will take all the numbers and each by each, one after the other, we will divide our num by our range. Okay, whatever the range, all the numbers that we have in the range. If for any of the number it is completely divisible, then it will return false. It will return true. Okay, that's how you should be always approaching a problem. Okay, from the base, break the problems in various states and then play around with it. So that's it for this section. We'll meet again into our next section when we discuss about more and more into Python programming. Thank you very much, guys. We'll meet again.